Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Agave Talk, your number one source for everything agave. We appreciate you being here with us today. Today, I'm checking out. Can anybody tell? Do you know what this? You know what this is? This bottle? Can you tell? Anybody? Anybody? I can't even get the entire bottle in a shot. It's only half, about halfway up. There's still about another half of this bottle. That's maybe a clue. Also, probably you saw the thumbnail. All right. Anyways, this is Patron El Alto. Yes, the tall, the height, a high bottle, very tall bottle. I mean, there's reasons behind that. I'm gonna get into that. But this right here, I mean, it is a very large, very tall bottle. I cannot even get the entire thing in the shot. But this right here, curious to try it. I have not tried this ever in the wild. It is completely sealed here. Patron, I am a fan, regardless of what you think, what you hear out there, right? Whatever you feel, I'm a fan of Patron. They do a lot of great things, and I'm also a fan of them too, not just because they are still using, solid production methods. They're always pushing the bar. So even with something like this, hey, the marketing behind this, I'm gonna get into that. It might be questionable, right? But the reality is they're pushing limits. They're trying new things, and I am definitely a fan of that. So what's in the name El Alto, right? El Alto means the tall one, like somebody that's really tall, the height. Not only this a very tall bottle, which connects to the branding. They're branding this as a luxury spirit, right? You go on the website, you can see it's like in a club, it's in the ice bucket. That's why they're making it so tall, so you cannot put this on the bottom shelf. It doesn't have the space, it won't fit. You have to put it on the top shelf, and that's honestly behind the marketing, why this bottle is so tall, and some other brands that have really tall bottles. It's because you can't fit them on the bottom shelf. You have to put them on the top shelf. So even though it may not be a top shelf spirit, people see it on the top shelf and they're automatically thinking, hey, that's got to be quality. Another reason they're calling it El Alto is they're using agaves, Blue Weber agaves, from the highest region of tequila. Yes, the highest region of Jalisco. Those agaves are supposed to be so very sweet, the sweetest of the sweet. And that's why they're also calling it El Alto, right? Just not because of how tall it is. So you can see even here, it is considered a reposado. Well, it's not truly just a reposado. This is actually a blend of 4-year extra añejo, and reposado tequilas. They have to call it reposado because of the blend and because regulations. The lowest aged tequila is the one they have to put on the label. So it's a blend of 4-year extra añejo, and reposado. 3 different tequilas come together, but because reposado is the lowest age, that's what they have to call it. It, of course, is coming out of NOM 1492, Casa Patron. You can see some of the regulatory stuff on the back, certification of hand bottling, right? All that good stuff. And this is a rather large bottle. Looking at the top and the neck, you can tell they put a lot of detail into this. Looking like this, is this plastic, glass? I mean, this really is just a giant bottle. And like I said, hey, shout out to Patron, pushing the envelope, regardless of the marketing behind it, what you want to say about it. I'm curious to try this out because I am a fan of Patron. Their extra añejo is something I keep in the bar all the time. It's absolutely solid, and we shall see, all right? So with that being said, let me take this plastic off, and let's just go from there. Let's go from there, all right? With that being said, let your bottles pop. Oh, yeah. Looking at the cork, it's definitely a very unique cork. It looks like a Tahona. So this is actually Tahona crushed. You can see, just like all the other Patron bottles, they got the Patron label right there with the B, right? But this right here, what is this glass? Is it glass or plastic? I think it's just really hard plastic. But like I said, Tahona crushed, a blend of extra añejo, and a reposado, and we shall see what this tastes like. I appreciate you being here. If you have not done so already, hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk, all right? So, I don't know. I'm a fan of Patron, but some of their releases, they just, they're not hitting the mark. They just haven't done it for me. Like the Ahumado series, right? The El Cielo series, not a fan at all. I have not tried the El Alto yet. And taking a look at this is actually really light. Looking at the legs and tears, though, that's definitely sticking around. You can see that right there. That is not moving. That is not going anywhere. This is also, they've actually aged this between about 11 different barrels. The different barrels that they're using, like American oak, French oak. So this is definitely an interesting experiment. Maybe they keep it around, maybe they don't. But there has been a trend over the years, of course, making, like I said, really tall, high bottles. Just to, again, it's luxury, it's in the club, yada, yada, yada. Does it taste good? Well, we shall see, and that's why you're here. I appreciate you being here. Honestly, shout out Patron. Like I said, I am a fan of the brand. They do some great things. They're still using some solid production methods, even as big as they are, to create that consistency. Shout out, and hey, say what you want, all right? Innovation rules. Let's take a smell. Ooh, okay. Now, Patron itself, they do pride themselves on being additive free. And this right here, this is unique. The smell on this, it's definitely dominated by wood. There's a lot of wood going on, but it's not overpowering. There's no ethanol on this whatsoever, which is great. It is clocking in at 40%. Oh man, I am getting hints of caramel, some fruit, like dried fruit. There's some vanilla on there, but it's not like, again, it's not like manipulated. It doesn't smell like there's been anything added to it, i.e. additives, right? And wow, that's actually really, really, really unique. I'm digging the wood on there. They have, like I said, used 11 different barrels on this, which is absolutely insane. And to get that blend, when you're thinking about like master distillers, you think about like a chef. They're really making a recipe with the wood, the agaves, the maturation time, the distillation, the fermentation, the tahona crushing. There's a lot that goes behind actually making it. And I know over the years, it's just real easy to, crap on Patron. Oh, Patron, Patron, Patron. Honestly, again, hey, I'm a fan. Shout out to Patron for always pushing the envelope, even though if they miss the mark sometimes, right? We shall see with the El Alto. So with that, oh man, you're getting agave still as well. There is agave on there, but it's more of just kind of like some real mellow wood and just hints of just some of that like wet wood, rainwater, hints of vanilla, but again, nothing like manipulated at all. This actually tastes, and well, I should say smells really good. Let me take a sip. Cheers. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Okay. Man, it's interesting. The nose, I really like the nose. As I'm drinking it, very right from the beginning, there was like, whoa, hold on. This is about the, no. As I'm drinking it, the mid palate, the end, it kind of falls flat. Let me take another sip. Give me a second. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Okay. Little tiny bit of spice on there, a little bit of maybe some pepper. It's like a balance between black and white pepper. It more tastes kind of like pecan, like hickory pecan, however you want to say it. A little bit of hickory, a little bit of wood in there. But overall, it's just a very, very, very light in flavor. No ethanol whatsoever. It's kind of like a balance between añejo, but like a really light char barrel añejo. I'd be curious the 11 different styles that they use. What was the char on that? I mean, you could tell even with the blend of extra añejo and añejo, this is a very light in the glass spirit. So I can't imagine the chars being really a lot. And I mean, the reality of this is that, I mean, taste wise, it's just, I don't know, it's falling flat. I'm gonna be honest, it's falling flat to me. Let me take this last sip. It's kind of, it's got some agave in there. It definitely has some of like that vanilla and honestly, it kind of tastes like a whiskey. A whiskey lover, if you transition them or if you want to say, hey, you tried tequila and you gave this to them, it would definitely be an easy bridge. I'm not a whiskey fan, but even like on the Patron website, the recipe that they give to drink this is just pour like an ounce and a half over a rock and like ice, and that's it, right? That's their recipe. I mean, overall, man, as a fan of Patron, I mean, the El Alto is definitely better than the Cielo, for sure. Absolutely. The Ahumados, absolutely. But I mean, overall, it's just, meh, not really going on. Nothing really special. And if you try it, hey, check it out. If you don't, you're not missing anything. But hey, like I said, overall, Patron definitely pushing the envelope, making unique spirits. That's something I can write off every single day and I advocate for. Absolutely push the envelope. Let's see what tequila can do, and especially in a traditional way, which they are still doing. So like I said, Tahona Crush additive free, but just, I mean, flavor wise, it may be some for somebody, but for me, it's not for me. Anyways, with that being said, I appreciate you being here. If you have not done so already, hit that like and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at Agave Talk. All right, take care, everybody.